Man United last won the Premier League back in 2013, the Champions League back in 2008. They have legit been a meme since then. I mean, we can't take a team seriously with Harry Maguire in their backline.
Nowhere near good enough for this club.
But in today's video, all this changes. We're going to make Manchester United the best club in the world. I'm going to be fixing them in FIFA 23 career mode. To complete this fixing challenge, we need to win the Champions League with Man United, but they're not even in the competition. They're in the Europa League. That's how tough this is going to be. We're taking this job as Erik ten Hag, and let's fix Man United. So that's the Man United team we're working with in Season 1. The first thought I got seeing that team is that Harry Maguire needs to be sold, so I went ahead and put him on the transfer list. Not just that, a lot of players that I think don't deserve to be at Manchester United or are not good enough, I've put them all on the transfer list. Today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite football moment? Is it the goal that your favorite club striker scored to win you the title? Or maybe a save that your keeper made to avoid relegation? As a fan of the sport, these are the moments you cherish, and that's what makes football special. What if there was a way to own these moments? Era by OneFootball has made that possible. OneFootball have partnered with Serie A to launch DVMs or digital video moments. These allow you to own the most iconic moments in the Serie A, Coppa Italia and Supercoppa Italiana, both from the past and present and even the future. Think of the most iconic Serie A goals, assists. There's a possibility of you owning them. It's also the perfect time for you guys to get involved because OneFootball went live with their second Italian Serie A DVM drop. There are iconic moments like Giroud doing Giroud type things and Vlahovic's free kicks, and boy do I want to own them. I'll leave a link in the description to the Era by OneFootball page where you can check out the marketplace and everything, and in a future video I plan to open one of these to see what we can get, hopefully the Giroud moments. For now, let's get back to the video. To fix this Manchester United team, we need to figure out which players to build this team around, and some of them definitely are Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, Antony as well. At the back, having a leader like Varane and of course Lisandro Martinez to replace Maguire. That's a good base for us to build on. But since we do have a budget of about 210 million, I think we need to make good use of it. Not gonna lie, the weak link of this team I feel like is Christian Eriksen. Now don't get me wrong, he's a fabulous footballer, but at Manchester United, if we want to become a Premier League winning side, I think we need better. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna keep Christian Eriksen, but I do want to find a better midfielder. There was only one player I was looking at for this position, and it's Frankie de Jong. He was actually rumored to join Man United in the last window. He's literally got the perfect stats to be a Man United midfielder, but we're gonna have to pay upwards of 120 million to sign him. This is not gonna be easy. The first round of negotiations actually didn't end out well. We got kicked out. Finally, we managed to convince Xavi and Barcelona to sell Frankie de Jong, but we had to pay 141 million. And there you go, we've secured Frankie de Jong, 141 million. The deal is done. He's our superstar signing for this season. Not gonna lie, I think he looks good in red. Man United fans are gonna be delighted seeing this. Harry Maguire has been sold, and you wouldn't believe it, Chelsea actually signed him. After the de Jong deal, my next target was getting him out, and we've achieved that. 22.5 million for Maguire, we take that. I can't help but feel we've scammed Chelsea. After the signing of Frankie de Jong, I was actually really happy with the first team we'd got, and even our bench was looking good. The main focus was loaning out a lot of the youngsters we've got and getting rid of the deadwood, and I think we did that pretty well. But then we got a bombshell from Cristiano Ronaldo. He does not want to be playing Europa League this season. He wants to leave, so we've transfer listed him. That's caused us a massive problem. Who's going to be our main striker for the season? Anthony Martial or someone like Marcus Rashford? We can literally convert him right now to a striker and trust in Marcus for leading the line. I think we've got to do it, and that's exactly what I've done. And let's hope Rashford can, of course, become one of the best strikers United have ever seen. It's a lot of faith we're putting in this young man. While all this Ronaldo drama is happening, we have our first Premier League game of the season, and it's against Arsenal. Questions are being asked by the media. Where should we aim for? I think for the first season, getting back into the Champions League is priority. Marcus Rashford is going to start this game at striker. No Ronaldo with all the drama he's causing. We still don't know whether he's going to stay or leave. Also, it's time for Frankie de Jong's debut. Let's see what we can do in our first game of the season. I was very nervous for our first game of the season, especially with all the chaos Cristiano has caused, but all that faith we put in Marcus Rashford has paid dividends. Bruno Fernandes looking for Marcus Rashford. He could be through on goal. This is where his pace could be absolutely useful. Rashford on his left foot. What a goal. We take the lead against Arsenal. Absolutely brilliant. And we win our first game of the season. Even though we won our first game, the only thing everyone's talking about is what's going to happen with Ronaldo. Meanwhile, the club clear out continues. I feel like with De Jong coming in, we didn't need Fred, so he's been sold. It's PSG who come with an offer for Cristiano Ronaldo. They want to make Messi and Ronaldo play together, and since he wants to leave, who am I to deny him that opportunity? So we've accepted it. It's going to be a new era for Man United. Ronaldo's era at Manchester United is over. He's going for one last stint at PSG. With that, I think we can put all the noise behind us. This is going to be our squad for this season. We had the perfect start to our season with a win against Arsenal, but the question is, can we keep that up? Sancho sees Marcus Rashford. Rashford's chance. Can he score? Yes, he can. Big game player Marcus Rashford scored against Arsenal and now Spurs. We had won every single Premier League game so far, but looks like on deadline day there was a bit more drama. Van de Beek has made the move to Arsenal. That is a bit shocking. He made the move to Arsenal literally with no time for us to bring in a replacement. But I guess it is what it is. And with the transfer window down, we were back on the grind in the Premier League. Oh, looks like Anthony could be through on goal here. What a chance for him. The Brazilian. Oh, what a finish. Let's go. Oh, Marcus Rashford with that little sidestep, but does he have the pace? It looks like he does. Cleverly releasing it for Anthony. That is brilliant. Our front line is combining so well. We've had a fantastic start to the Premier League, being second in the league with 18 points, just one loss. But Man City are right behind us, and we've got our first real test in the Premier League against them. I guess in this game, we're going to find out our weaknesses. Of course, I knew against City, it's going to be tough to deal with the likes of Erling Haaland, but I also knew if we're patient on the counter-attack, we can strike them with the front three we've got, and that's exactly what happened. Oh, look at the space here for Jadon Sancho. Manchester City caught napping here. Jadon Sancho taking it the other way, looking for a bit of support. Rashford's here. What a chance this could be. Cross for Anthony, and he's actually finished it. Off front three, link up unbelievably well. And now on the breakaway, it's another opportunity for Marcus Rashford at Old Trafford. Can he end up scoring against City? You bet he can. Rashford has revived his career. Towards the end, though, Man City got right back in it. Inside for Bernardo Silva. What a strike. City are back in this. But there was no time for City to get another goal back. And we managed to get an important win against Pep's Man City. Just as things were going extremely well for us, Lisandro Martinez, probably our best centre-back of the season, picked up a medial collateral ligament injury. He's going to be still out for the next couple of months. Even with the injuries, we were somehow still mounting a title challenge. But our next game was against Liverpool. Lindelof against the likes of Salah, Nunez, and Jota. I'm scared. In a big game like this, not having Lisandro Martinez really made a difference, as you would see with what happened here. Darwin Nunez, this is scary, and it's Diogo Jota who scores. What was Lindelof and Varane doing together? No Lisandro Martinez, and, well, we struggled. We're now in January. Without Martinez, we did end up dropping a few more points, but we're still kind of in the title fight, but it looks like Chelsea are running away with it. With Lisandro Martinez's injury, one thing I've realized for sure is we need reinforcements in that back line. So, with the 189 million that we've got, we're going to sign a centre-back. There were a lot of good centre-back options. The first one, Pau Torres. Guardiola would have also been a really good signing. But at the end, guys, I managed to sign a player from Ajax, and Jurrien Timber. Not gonna lie, Timber feels like the perfect player we need for our style. But we had to pay 60 million for him. With Ronaldo gone, Rashford had more responsibilities and he was relishing it. 20 goals in 27 games. I mean, that is crazy. But I realized this contract was expiring in 6 months. There's no way we're not renewing it. So we've gone ahead and signed a brand new deal with Marcus Rashford. He stays at Man United. The transfer window is now done. Our squad is ready for the season. And I guess we'll have to see if there's an outside chance we can mount a title challenge. We've got the second Manchester derby of the season, and if we want to win the title, we need to win games like this. This Manchester derby at the Etihad was completely different to the one we played at Old Trafford. City were dominating. City on the charge. Toni Kroos going for goal. What a strike. That's what you get when you sign a player like him. We're 1-0 down. Even though City were dominating, we managed to earn a penalty. We've got a penalty to get back into the game. Can we pull it off, though? Bruno Fernandes, left side. Boom. There you go. Back into this one. But then soon after, City were just too good for us, and this happened. Oh, Phil Foden is completely gone through. Still Phil Foden looking for the cutback. Erling Haaland scores. How did we not intercept that? City get their revenge in this Manchester derby. Look at Pep celebrate. This kind of shows that maybe we're not ready to win the title just yet, but at least we can compete with the big boys. We're almost at the end of the season, and our chances to win the Premier League do not look all that great, with both Chelsea and Liverpool having games in hand. But there is still an opportunity to win a trophy, and that's the Europa League. We're in the semi-finals up against Bayern. I've got so many questions. How did Bayern end up here? Winning a trophy this season would give us an endless amount of confidence for the next one, but are we good enough to beat Bayern over 2 legs? When I saw we were facing Bayern, I was scared. You know what? This team can hold their own. Look at this. Frankie de Jong driving the ball forward. It's a lovely release for Jadon Sancho. Sancho has got the pace, but I see Anthony on the other side completely free, and it's the front three who are absolutely lethal. 1-0. Bayern really came at us in this one, but you wouldn't believe what made the difference. What just happened there? That's the most bizarre goal I've ever seen. The luck of Bruno Fernandes. That could be the goal that sinks Bayern. And it's done. We're making the Europa League final. We've knocked out Bayern. And it's Chelsea we're going to face in the Europa League final. Meanwhile, the Premier League season comes to an end, and we actually finished second, which is commendable. The goal was to get Champions League. We went above and beyond. Marcus Rashford was our top scorer, but it's actually Heung-min Son who wins the Golden Boot. But Rashford really came into his own this season. He's going to be the main man leading the line for us with Manchester United. And also, look at the season Bruno has had. He's been captain and leader. He's delivered. Anthony and Sancho as well. Our front four have done the job, but they've got one more game where they need to deliver. We're up against a very good Chelsea side. Let's see if we can win our first trophy. The pressure is on in this Europa League final, and I could feel it. We didn't play our best game, and well, this happened. Sterling. Oh, they've got a chance, and Kovacic puts it in. We concede. And that was that for this one. Chelsea end up winning the Europa League. All that effort this season to bring Man United back to a decent level, and we end trophyless. But hey, gotta take the positives. We learned a lot. Next season, we'll be going in with the mood to win trophies. It's a new season, we've got a new trim, but we've got new problems too. The major problem is David has agreed to deal with Leicester City to join them when the window opens. What do we do for our keeper position? Dean Henderson, by the way, is back from his loan spell. Can we trust him to be first choice? One more issue I have with this team is, well, you probably wouldn't have expected it, but Casemiro. I just don't think he's got the vibe for the Premier League. Whenever I used him, it wasn't fun. I like the rest of the squad. We've got solid depth, goalkeeper and CDM position. We sort that out. I think we're in for a strong season. We just about missed out on Premier League last season. This season, I want to try and win it. And also, don't forget, we're in the Champions League this season too. Declan Rice is the player I want for that CDM position. I think he just fits perfectly into what we're trying to build. And so, negotiations with Declan Rice and Inter, where he's playing at, begin. Now, because we're flush with 375 million, honestly, we can just submit 70 million to start with and get this deal done. It costs us only 73.2 million to sign Declan Rice. And with that, I'm going to transfer list Casemiro. This might be a crazy move to trust Declan Rice over Casemiro, but I feel it's the right thing to do. And look who we've got joining Manchester United. The signing for Declan Rice is done. In real life, I've been hearing so many rumors, but this never came true. But at Manchester United, in this fixing video, we've managed to secure Declan at Man United. I think I found our goalkeeper, Gregor Kobel of Borussia Dortmund. He's received a nice upgrade on FIFA 23. I reckon if we sign him, we could be good. And he's a leader of men as well. He could be captain potentially. I actually thought a lot about making Dean Henderson our #1 choice, but he's 26 now, guys. And if you look at it this way, his potential isn't high enough to make him a starter. It just makes sense to sign someone like Kobel, who we're getting for about 63 million. Meanwhile, the signing of Gregor Kobel is complete, and he's been revealed as our new keeper. Also, it's time to say goodbye to Casemiro. We've brought in Declan Rice to replace him. It was the right thing to do, in my opinion. Casemiro isn't a Premier League kind of player. And we sold him to Juventus for about 78.5 million. That's it. We're done with all our transfers for this window. I'm happy to start season 2 with this. We've got a Marcus Rashford who's 85 rated now, a Sancho who's 88, and Anthony who's 86. Our team is genuinely capable of winning the Premier League. And actually, even if you look at our bench, we've got depth too, so let's hope we can start the season strong. It was now time to start off our Premier League season. I only just realized Chelsea won the Premier League last season, and guess who they had in their backline? Harry Maguire. So far, he's got the better of us. First Premier League game of the season, both Corbell and Declan Rice making their debut. Oh, Marcus Rashford's going to be through here on goal. Rashford's through on goal. Can he get his first Premier League goal? And our first Premier League goal? No! He's missed. No space at all, but he's done really well there with his dribbling, looking for Bruno Fernandes. Now Anthony, cross coming in, Rashford, oh, that's brilliant. Did you see that through ball from Anthony? That might be the best assist we've seen so far, as Marcus Rashford's there to finish. And now a penalty to try and add to our goal tally, as Bruno Fernandes puts this one home. First Premier League game of the season, we end up with a win. We managed to get through a couple more games in the Premier League, and we were just 2 points off Man City. This season, I think we're going to be in the title fight. Meanwhile, it's transfer deadline day, but since we're not really interested in doing anything, we're just going to get through this. Our job was to focus on the Premier League, but also the Champions League. This is our Champions League group this season, and honestly, I think we should be able to top it. First game against Sporting, it feels so nice to be back in the big leagues. Expectations were high, it was the Champions League, and I was ready for it, but I guess the players weren't because we conceded a penalty. Oh no, it's a penalty for Sporting, a chance for Corbell, but yeah, it's a penalty. There wasn't much we can do. First Champions League game against Sporting, and I can't believe we've taken the L. With that defeat to Sporting, this group has just got even more interesting. We now need to beat Shakhtar and PSV. Can he slide this one through for Marcus Rashford? He's not in a stride though. We've got no support for some reason. Where are players running through? We find McTominay. What a chance for him. McTominay scores. Scott McTominay in the Champions League for Man United. What an unlikely goal scorer. It's another pen for Bruno. Oh no. Oh, we still score. Oh, we still score. I had lost hope. I had lost hope because I had completely mistimed it. The keeper was shocking. And with those results, we managed to get into a good spot in the Champions League. Meanwhile, in the Premier League, we were going neck and neck with Man City for the title, just 1 point separating us both. Our next game, though, was against Liverpool at Anfield. This was going to show whether we're title contenders or pretenders. But of course, in life, you can't have everything, as Declan Rice, one of our best players who we signed for big money, is out with a broken toe for basically the next couple of months. We need the passion merchant Scott McTominay to deliver. The first half was so freaking difficult for us, so we brought on Anthony Martial, and guess what happened next? Bruno looking for Anthony here. Inside for Bruno Fernandes. And I see Anthony Martial, who's been brought on. What a chance. And Martial delivers against Liverpool at Anfield. I remember, Liverpool was the first club he ever scored against at Man United. After that, Liverpool had a massive chance, but our big new summer signing saved us. Oh my god, that is a ridiculous ball for Mo Salah. What do? There's no way we're catching him. There's no way. And Corbell with the big save. That's why we spent the big money on him. But then finally, Liverpool came through at the end with a really weird goal. Liverpool with the chance. Darwin Núñez strikes it. What? How did that end up in the back of the net? Núñez with an unreal finish. Oh, we got to share the spoils with Liverpool. But hey, at least this season, we're competing with all of them properly. We're now in December, and the situation is looking even more complicated. Don't get me wrong, we're still in the title fight. We've lost only 1 game, but we're 2 points off City and even Spurs. Spurs have somehow got themselves in this title race. Also in the Champions League, we do finish second in the group, and we've drawn PSG. Oh no. Oh no. We're now in the January transfer window, and I was looking at my team thinking, is there any place we need some improvements? And honestly, at least for this season, I'm really happy with my squad, so I think we're going to refrain from making any signings now. Let's keep it as is. It's working. The Champions League knockouts are looming, and we've got PSG ahead of ourselves. Can we compete with them? We're literally up against Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. This is not going to be fun. I'll be honest, guys, the moment this game began, we were no match for PSG. Marco Verratti with the long ball approach for Kylian Mbappe. What is this now? He finds Leo Messi. Messi's got a chance here. We need to figure out how to defend this. He looks for Neymar on the volley. It's M&M combining, and PSG take the lead. And they're going to dance on us as well. Also, do you guys remember who we sold to PSG? Yo, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh no, what is that defending, boys? We've let Ronaldo completely through, and Cristiano Ronaldo against his former club scores again. Unreal. Unreal. And look at him celebrate. We managed to get a draw in the second leg, but our Champions League journey was cut short by PSG. We'll have to go again next season. But don't you forget, guys, we still have a Premier League title to win. We're 3 points clear of Man City somehow. 10 games to go. We've got to make it happen. We've got Spurs ahead of us, and they're stopping us from winning the title. Can't allow that. Oh, here we go. Marcus Rashford. What a chance this could be. Rashford, can he score? He fluffs his shot completely, but it still ends up in the back, and then how lucky is Rashford? Huge win for us against Spurs. Meanwhile, Man City had played way more games than us, and they're 8 points clear, which means the big games keep coming at us, man. If we want to win the Premier League, we got to beat Liverpool, but for this one, we don't have Anthony. With one Anthony out injured, it's another one's opportunity. It's Elanga's chance to shine. He's been playing really good as a backup this season, but now it's time for him to deliver in a game like this. Can he do it though? Nothing was happening in this game, but finally in the 83rd minute, Anthony Elanga did this. That's a really good ball for Anthony Elanga. Plays this one inside for Bruno Fernandes, and he's onside. Anthony Elanga with the presence of mind to assist him. And we take the lead against Liverpool. A goal that could potentially get us back in the title race. Both Scott McTominay and Anthony Elanga are absolute heroes this season in the absence of Declan Rice. And, of course, Anthony. Both have delivered. This is basically how the situation is now in the Premier League after 36 games. 2 points off City, not in a good spot. But Man City played Tottenham, and that's a game where they could drop points. So it's still not completely over. Let's just put it that way. Meanwhile, we also managed to reach the FA Cup final, knocking out teams like Nottingham Forest, Blackburn Rovers, Wolves. It was a pretty easy ride here, but it's a chance to win a trophy. Let's go out there and win the FA Cup. No, no, no. That is such a silly goal. It's been given off. My God, I thought we were going 1-0 down. Penalty in the FA Cup final. This could decide who wins the trophy. Oh my God, I'm stressed out. No, it's saved. No. Nothing happened in 90 minutes and 120 minutes, and this game went to penalties. And now this is going to decide who wins the FA Cup. We've got a pen to now take with Bruno Fernandes. Can we score? Yes, we can. It's 1-1. Come on. Let's save this. Let's save this. Kobel with the save. Let's go. The pressure's on. Can Rashford put this one in? Of course he can. Calm and collected. Come on, Kobel. Be the hero. Kobel is the hero. Anthony Martial. Decent power. Good accuracy. No, he's missed. Kobel's in great form. Can he save another one? No way. Saved 3. Declan Rice, our new signing, has the chance to win the FA Cup with Manchester United and score the winning penalty. And he does exactly that. Let's freaking go. Our first trophy comes finally with Manchester United. It's the FA Cup, but I'm glad it's come. It's taken us a couple of seasons. Well, that's the first trophy of this video. Hopefully there's more to come. Oh my God, the tables have turned. Man City lost that game to Spurs. We're now top of the Premier League. All we need to do in this final game is get a win, and we'll be champions of England. This team has done it all for us this season, from Declan Rice being a gold hero to even McTominay in his absence doing the job, to Elanga delivering as well, to Rashford just constantly scoring. This team deserves to win the title. I mean, just look at the season Marcus Rashford has had, Anthony has had, Sancho has had. They've been phenomenal. They deserve to win the title. Fair to say, in a big game like this, the pressure got to us. Oh no, first chance of this game falling for Goncalo Guedes. Still Guedes. No! In a game that we need to win for the title, we've conceded first. But there's no way we were giving up. Anthony releasing this one for Marcus Rashford. Let's be smart about this. We're going to go for the simple goal. We're back in this. A much needed goal coming from Anthony. He looks up to the sky. He knows he needs one more. And now here's one of Premier League's top scorers, Marcus Rashford. 1v1. What a chance for him. And he's managed to score. Marcus Rashford late on in this one has scored. Could this be the goal that gives us the Premier League title? A chance for us to seal this game with this penalty. Rashford's taking it. The pressure's on. Can he put this one top bins? You bet he can. It's 3-1. It is done. We're winning the Premier League this season. It's done, boys. Look at the fans celebrate. The away fans at the Molineux. Manchester United are champions of England for the first time since 2013. Yo, looks like we've got new cutscenes for winning the Premier League title. New camera angles and everything. We've done it though. We're Premier League champions. We won the Premier League and the FA Cup. Now only the Champions League remains. Let's see if we've got what it takes to knock out Man City and make it to the Champions League final. This is the season we win the Champions League. We would need to make a few improvements, guys, that's for sure. Firstly, Jurrien Timber is now better than Rafael Varane. We signed him to be a backup for the two centre-backs, but he's just surpassed everyone. So Timber is now going to be a starter along with Lisandro Martinez. The rest of the backline looks good. We've got a solid keeper, midfield. The attack is great. I'm really struggling to figure out where we need to make improvements. Maybe let's work on building a squad. Let's get some backup players, because I'm not too sure about Eriksen being our backup centre mid. Let's replace him. We've just made our first signing of this season, and it's a certain Argentinian midfielder. Enzo Fernandez has been signed to Man United. I think this is a really good signing. For 60 million, we've brought him in. Just as I put Enzo Fernandez on the bench, I realized we're missing our backup striker. Where's Anthony Martial? No way. Anthony Martial has betrayed us. We just won the Premier League, but he decided to move away and join Inter. That is unbelievable. Well, you can't blame him. Rashford was starter for us, so fair play. But now we need a new striker. I was thinking for the striker position, this time let's go for someone with a different profile to Rashford. And Andre Silva is a player that's solid in the air, and we don't have that kind of a threat. And there you go. Andre Silva has been signed for 55.4 million, an 84 rated striker. I like this very much. Meanwhile, Christian Eriksen's been sold. Since we replaced him with Enzo, it's fine. This might be the most interesting transfer I've got this window. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Barcelona want him, and you know what? I'm actually gonna accept this. Wan-Bissaka has been sold. Now, let me explain why I did this. I really feel like he was the one player where we could get a bit of an upgrade. So when I saw the money coming in from Barca, let's take it and let's, of course, get that insane right back in. I've got a plan who it is. He's gone to Barcelona. Reece James is the player I'm going to go for the right back position. His contract's expiring, so I thought this is the chance to pounce. Can't believe we've signed him. Reece James to Manchester United. That's a top tier signing. I absolutely rate that. He's 88 rated, but we do need to convert him to a right back. Otherwise, our plan could completely fail. It'll take 16 weeks. And with that, I think our squad is ready to win the Champions League. We've got quality everywhere, a solid bench. Let's get through the season. We started the season with the Community Shield final, which we do end up winning. So we have a bit of a tricky start to our Premier League title defense. A couple of wins and a couple of draws, but we're still unbeaten. But what really matters this season is the Champions League. And look at our group. We've got Real Madrid in this, the team that knocked us out. If we can beat Real Madrid, I really think we can be contenders this season. Let's do it. With all the improvements we made to our team, I finally thought this was the season we're going to be competitive in the Champions League, but we got a reality check. Literally the worst possible start against Madrid. We give away a penalty and they score. Painful. Vinicius Jr. going for another one. Real Madrid are relentless. There is so much for us to learn. Another penalty for them. Osimhen, and he's gone the same way. We've been destroyed. That might be the most embarrassing game we've had in today's video. We managed to win the rest of our Champions League games, which was awesome, but we still haven't figured out to beat the big boys. We've now got another game against Madrid. Hopefully this time things will be better. The game started with a lot of fight from Man United, and that paid off. De Jong looking inside for Sancho. Marcus Rashford. Oh my god, he scored. We take the lead at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. That's what's up. But then Real Madrid just showed what they're all about. Oh my god, how have they scored that? Madrid are just unreal. My god, Osimhen, he scores everything. What was I supposed to do? Why do Madrid get all the penalties on this game? I'm going right because he always goes right. And see, This time we save. And we take the L again to Madrid. At least we were a bit more competitive. We finished second in our Champions League group. Real Madrid are too good. One thing's for sure, I'm glad we don't have to face them in the round of 16. We have to face Juventus. Meanwhile, halfway through in the Premier League season, our title defense isn't going down all that well. And I think that's down to the lack of goals. Marcus Rashford isn't firing like he used to. Andre Silva as a backup striker has only added 1 goal. We're struggling for goals. How can we win the Champions League like this? I've decided, guys, we're in the January transfer window. We need to make a signing that's going to get us guaranteed goals up top. And if it may come at the cost of replacing Rashford in the first team, we have to take it. Finances wise, we've got all the money in the world to make this happen. So let's freaking make it happen. Harry Kane, an 89 rated striker, a goal machine. What's he doing at Roma? Let's save his career and bring him to Manchester United. He might bring us the goals that we need up top. For 100 million, it looks like we're signing him. And we pulled it off, guys. Harry Kane at Manchester United for 100 million. This is going to be worth it. We put him into our squad and Marcus Rashford on the bench. Kane in the starting 11. The team is looking great. It was now time to get back into the Champions League mood as we've got the knockouts beginning. And signing Kane was the best thing we could have ever done because look what he did to Juventus. Oh, Harry Kane could be sent through on goal. Does he have the pace? That's the concern of many, but he does have enough and the finish as well. That's why we signed Harry Kane, to win us the Champions League. Harry Kane has broken through again. This time he gets it. Let's go, boys. We needed this from Kane in the second leg. Away in Turin, he delivers. Harry Kane did his job and fired us into the quarterfinals, but then we had another big challenge against Bayern. Bayern Munich had an insane backline of this man Koulibaly and Matthias de Ligt. Against them, Harry Kane really couldn't do anything, but a certain Brazilian stepped up. Anthony opening up that space. Oh, that's brilliantly done from the little Brazilian magician. Come on. Oh, Bruno Fernandes wants to get himself a goal, and there you go. A brilliant second. We managed to draw the second leg 1-1, and with that, we were through to the semi-finals. But the semi-finals is going to be the craziest ever because it's Manchester City. Oh my god, a derby in the Champions League semi-finals. Just as you thought things were going well and we're going to win the Champions League, Anthony suffers a torn calf muscle injury. He's out for the next 3 months. It's over. His season is over. Not just that, we don't even have Bruno Fernandes for the first leg against City. How do we figure out what needs to be done? Remember we signed Enzo Fernandez? Maybe it's time to make use of him. We're switching our formation for the rest of the series because it's the only way we can compete at a high level. That's how we're playing in the absence of both Anthony and Bruno Fernandes. Elanga gets a massive chance to shine in a game like this. Can we knock out City? That's the real question. This game, the atmosphere was electric and the fans absolutely lost it when Harry Kane scored. Elanga, it's the opportunity of a lifetime for him. What can he make of it though? Keeps hold of the ball, looking for a cross. Harry Kane attacks it and he scored. Is he offside? No. But then just after that, in the absence of Bruno Fernandes, guess who scored? Kane again, looking inside for Enzo Fernandez. We trusted him to replace Bruno and he's done that in this game. We signed him to be this kind of a player and he's come through. But our celebrations were kind of short-lived because the machine did this. Oh, Holland. Oh, Man City get their goal back at halftime or just before it. And here's his celebration as well. In the second half, we didn't start off well. City were dominating, but on the breakaway, Anthony Elanga got an opportunity of a lifetime. On the breakaway, Anthony Elanga's change of pace has worked out really well. He could actually end up scoring and he slots it home. Anthony Elanga gets a moment like this and runs straight to the Manchester United faithful. We're leading 2-1 against City. I thought we had done enough to win this game, but in the end, Manchester City just scored the most random goal ever. Oh my god, no! That's the silliest goal ever! And with that, the first leg ends in a 2-2 draw. 2-2 at Old Trafford means we've got to go to Etihad to knock out Man City and deliver there. We've got more absentees. Of course, Anthony is unavailable. But for this game, I'm going to play Marcus Rashford and put him on the left side because I know on the pace at Etihad, he can score. And also with Timber suspended, it's Varane's time to shine. Everything is going to be decided by this game at the Etihad. We win, we're going to be in a Champions League final. The boys were nervous, that's for sure, but we didn't expect to have the worst possible start ever. My god. What's just happened? Erling Haaland has just scored a free kick. That's the worst possible start for us. Rashford's not been a starter for a while, but we decided to throw him in with, of course, the situation. With the absence of Anthony, it was time for someone else to step up, and this time it was Rashford. I think Rashford has just about kept himself on here. He's through on goal. What a chance. Oh, that's brilliant from Marcus Rashford. The decision to start him has paid off. And then in the second half, we managed to find a bit of space in behind, and this happened. Kane. Oh, he's through on goal. Harry Kane is through on goal. Oh, we might get the loose ball, and Jadon Sancho strikes. We take the lead. In this tie, it's 4-3. But just as we thought this game was going our way, oh my god, we give away a silly penalty. Aye, aye, aye. Erling Haaland taking this one. Bro, the power behind that. Even though I went the right way, I couldn't save it. After all the fighting in these 90 minutes, we're going to extra time. 30 more minutes to decide who goes to the Champions League final. The tension in extra time was crazy, but finally in the second half of extra time, we broke through. Sancho, that dribble was really nice as he looks for the cutback for Kane. Harry Kane in the 108th minute. You can't write this stuff. Manchester City a goal down now. Could this be it? Oh, Kane, did you see that? Oh my god, that change of pace from Kane. He's going to go for a power shot. Bang! Harry Kane sinks Manchester City. Things you do love to see. And it's done. We've knocked out City and off we go to a Champions League final. And in the final, we've got Atletico Madrid. Before that, let's have a quick check on how we've done in other competitions. The focus, of course, has been the Champions League. So defending our title was tough and Man City take it away. But we got the last laugh against them in the Champions League. This season, Bruno Fernandes has been our top scorer only because Harry Kane joined at the halfway point. He is insane. Trust me, guys. This year on FIFA, the big strikers are just so freaking good. And it's awesome to use them. Kane with 17 goals. Rashford as well did well in the limited game time. Anthony had a good season, but he's not going to end up finishing it. Wait, Lisandro Martinez injured? Oh my god, he's out with the concussion. The drama continues. Licha gets injured just before the Champions League final. Do we have even a player to replace him with? Oh my god, we're so lucky. Timber is back to being fully fit. Oh my god, we are so freaking lucky. We're putting him in there. Timber is going to start the Champions League final. And this is it, guys. We're up against Atletico Madrid with the likes of Jude Bellingham and Marcus Llorente. Can we win the Champions League and end off this fixing Man United video in style? If I win this game, this will be the first Champions League final I would have won in FIFA 23. So let's make it happen. We were on it in this one, and we start off really well with an early chance. Oh, early chance already for Harry Kane. Oh my god, he skies it. But then Atletico Madrid responded with a crazy attack of their own. Atletico on the attacker with Felix, and now Tammy Abraham. What a save from our keeper. Get it away, boys. Get it away. And we do. We then had a free kick in a very good spot. Guys, I'm going to try something ridiculous with this free kick, and if it works, it freaking works. It looks like it's straight at Jan Oblak. With that, the first half comes to an end. Both teams probing each other for chances. Just as everybody on the pitch was getting tired, we had a proper good chance. Declan Rice looking for Bruno. Sees Marcus Rashford here. Stops it. Looking for a finesse shot. Oh my god, Rashford almost did the impossible. But then what we feared the most happened. Bellingham, prevent him. Oh, he might just go for the cross. No. 81st minute, Atletico take the lead. Just as I thought everything was over, Atletico Madrid make a huge mistake at the end. Just 1 minute to go, and Harry Kane might be through on goal. This is it. This is it. The last chance we've got. Harry Kane. We get the equaliser in the 90th minute. Oh my god. The drama. This game is now going to extra time. Once we got that equaliser, the momentum shifted and it showed in extra time. Harry Kane now again. Harry Kane now again. He saved us once. Can he save us again? What a strike from Kane. This man is something else. Sancho looking for Bruno Fernandes. Cleverly picking a spot. It's over. Manchester United are winning this. Atletico Madrid can't come back from it. They're tired. While I was getting ready to celebrate, Atletico managed to get a goal back at the end. Oh, Atletico get a goal back. Oh, can we please not bottle this? Thankfully, that wasn't enough. And 3-2 Manchester United. we've just won the Champions League in 3 seasons with Man United. With all the drama, players leaving, players suspended, players injured, we still pulled it off. Bruno Fernandes to lift the Champions League trophy. With that, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more, and also comment down below which team we should fix next week. Catch you all for the next one.